avoid this type of feature in arrays. After line 3, back to the usual stuff. I gets updated to 3. Go back to line 2. I is less than bar A bar is now finally false because I is 3, so is bar A bar. So when we're all done, we get to post. Do we have any questions before we move on to something else with this? Yep.
So if we had bar A or A bar or whatever bar 3, we would continue on there, right? If there was also a 3.
If there are additional elements.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If there are additional elements, then we have to keep going. But since I have to tell you ahead of time, how many elements there are in array A, we stop at 3 because there are only 3 elements.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
Can you do this same type of trace with multi-dimensional array?
Yes, you can do multi-dimensional arrays, but we won't talk about it until much later. Now, what he's asking is interesting, because what he has just asked is, what if you have a huge box that contains smaller boxes? Okay. Now, I can just talk about it a little bit because we still have 2 more minutes. Okay. So what was actually just talked about was you have a huge box here, and the box is called A. The huge box is called A. And inside the big box, we have smaller boxes. Okay, let's say we have 3 smaller boxes here. Each one of the smaller boxes will be numbered 0, 1, and 2. But inside each of the smaller boxes, you can also have actual containers. So this will be container 0 of box 0 of huge box A. This will be container 1 of box 0 inside huge box A. And the way to designate this guy here, okay, if let's say I want to designate this particular guy, which is container 1 of box 2 of array A, this will now have a notation of A bracket 2 to designate the third little box. But inside the third little box, this is container number 1. So yes, you can have multi-dimensional arrays, and you can imagine this big box, instead of being A, it is a particular box inside a huge, big, much bigger box, and you can keep going like that to multi-dimensional arrays. Yep.
Can the smaller boxes contain different types from each other?
No, they cannot.
So the whole big box has to.
Because each one of the smaller boxes, they all have to have the same type, which implies the containers that they contain also must have the same types. So there's no way to get away from the same type restriction. All right, well, it is time. I will see you guys on Thursday, and hopefully I will have the test graded by then.
Thanks, Pat.
Thank you.
And you got my test, right?
Yes, I got
right
your test.
In your mailbox.
Yep.
The reason I said format the hard drive is because when I glanced at it, I interpreted A as the